Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Shivers Corner Podcast. My host for today, my special guest for today is Monte West, Spalding High basketball coach, boys basketball. Welcome to the show, Coach West.
I appreciate you having me.
Glad to have you here, man. Tell everybody about yourself, man. Where you from? How many years you been coaching Spalding basketball?
Man, I'm from the good old, a lot of people don't know, Henderson, Georgia. I always like to rep Henderson. Went to school through Perry High. A lot of, around here, every time I bring up Perry, they always bring up the fair. I say everybody knows Perry, but yeah, Henderson, Georgia. Nobody knows Henderson unincorporated. So shout out to Henderson, Georgia, man. I always got to rep that. But I've been here at Spalding High for 5 years. Prior to that, I was at Griffin High for 1 year. And then prior to that, I was in Perry at Perry High. And then before that, I was at my first teaching job was over in Milledgeville, Georgia, at Oak Hill Middle School, and coached at Baldwin High.
Okay, Milledgeville. Okay. So you say you was at Griffin High for a year. So you was there with Coach Moore?
Yes, I was there for with Moore for 1 year, and also I coached football over there too. I was with
You coach football?
Yeah. I was over there for 1 year coaching running back, man. But actually, I've been coaching football every year until I got here. I played a year at Valdosta State. Played football a year at Valdosta State.
Wow, I did not know you played football.
So yes, I been coaching been coaching since until I got here. I said I could when Kearney was here. I met Kearney over there when I was at Griffin High.
Okay.
I told him, man, he had developed a great friendship bond. But I told him, I said, I see how you coach. I see how y'all be meeting on Sundays. I said, for us to keep this relationship the way it is, I said, I can't coach. I can't do it.
So did you learn a lot for Coach Moore at your time over there at Griffin High?
I did. I learned a lot from Moore. I appreciate him giving me that opportunity. I've worked for a lot of great coaches. A lot of great coaches. I've been in some good opportunities. And I take each job that I have, I take something from it. Whether it's I always learn something from it, take something from it. Whether it's things to do, things not to do. So I had the privilege of working for some great coaches, and building some bonds and gaining some mentors. I always like to shout out my mentors. Buck Harris,
Okay.
down there on Northside High, Randall Owens at Turner.
Okay.
Those two guys that I can call anytime I have some questions. Hey coach, what you do with this or how you handle this? Those are two guys that are definitely on my speed dial. And then Ben Smith over there at Baldwin. I played against him in high school. And me and him have conversations from time to time. I'm always learning or soaking up stuff. So I always, I like to talk to people that are successful. Ben's doing a great job over there at Baldwin. So I always ask him about his workouts or what he do. Your everyday stuff. I like to know coaches. The things they do every day. So shout out to those guys.
And your dad actually was a high school coach too, right?
Yes. My dad, he was at Perry High. He stepped down a couple years ago. He's nearing retirement, so he said he just wanted to take some stuff off his plate. Come see his grandsons a lot more. So yeah, of course my dad. Get daily advice from him. Learn a lot from him, things to do, not to do. One of the most important things he taught me was a 24-hour rule. That's something that I tell the parents. After a game, don't call me, don't text me. Give me 24 hours. Let me sleep on it. For me and for you.
That's good. That's fair. Emotions high. That way everybody come in with a clear head. Everything kind of settle down. Pretty much level headed. Everybody come in level headed.
Yeah.
So with that being said, with your experience and some of your mentors, what are some of the challenges you probably experienced over the years as a basketball coach?
I think the main thing is funding. Getting support from the community. Even from the just even from the parents. I was a girl coach here first, then I switched over to the boys. Even that little switch, you can see the difference between the girls and the boys. The parents, they love their baby girls. But them boys, I could, after practice, with them girls, if we get through at practice at 5, I'll go in and put everything up, 5:05, 5:10, everybody's gone.
Okay.
with these boys. If we get through practice at 5, 5:15, 5:30, 5:45, I say, hey man, where y'all riding at, man? Ain't nobody picking up. I joke. I said, don't nobody love you at home, man. So almost every day, man, I gotta take these boys home. I'm gonna start claiming them on my taxes. Say, parents, when I start hitting y'all up now, I just need these numbers and information for my taxes now.
Hey, pay my guy. Pay my guy. He out here working.
Yes, yes.
Overtime. Overtime.
So I think that's the main thing with funding. With the how the world is today.
Yeah.
It's it's a lot of financial. So it's that's the toughest part. Because there's a lot of stuff. Like prime time. You look good, feel good, play good. So I don't like to have hand me downs or old stuff. I like to keep them with new stuff, practice uniforms, jumpsuits and all that stuff. So that's the number one thing is fun. Just fundraising, getting the community to buy in. Of course we're the school. The school across the way, across the street, whatever they say. Team down the road. That's what it is. Team down the road. So it's a lot of companies that look at that blue S and they like, So that's the main thing. That's the main thing.
Okay. Let me ask you this question moving forward. I know it's early in the season. I know football season just wrapped up, and you guys only play a couple of games. So, early assessment, how you feel like the season going so far?
It could be better. Like I said, we played 2 games. We played a very good Douglas team. Then we played, which we were just outmatched, but we played very good against that game. We were up late in the third. Even with the size that they have, they were 6'2", 6'3" plus, and we like 5'8", 5'9" minus. So we were actually in that game. And then the first game we played here, Riverdale. We actually should have won that game, but we had a lot of turnovers. We have a young team, a bunch of I think right now we only have 2 seniors, 1 junior, and everybody else 9th and 10th grader. So I say we have a bunch of puppies. We have a bunch of puppies that are going to be dogs. So we're just trying to. Right now they're being asked to play a lot sooner than they would in a normal circumstance. So right now we're just trying to push them and raise them a little faster than they would in a regular situation. But I'm extremely happy about the situation. They're going to make me earn my money this year. I will say that. So, but I love them all to death, and we're gonna keep pushing.
I know you said you got 2 seniors. One of your seniors, this their first year actually playing basketball, right?
Yes, and he moved in late last year. I seen him around school. Like I said, we're small. I think since I don't know what I did in my past life, but since I've been coaching, I've never had a post play. I never had, all my post guys are like 6'1", 6'2".
Guard size.
Yeah, guard. They in another program they're wing guards, but I don't know what I did. I know one day no one's gonna bless me. I know he is. So I'm already thanking him for it.
Well, send him a dig, Lord.
Yes. But I seen him around school, and I know last year I think he had some stuff with getting the paperwork right. So he didn't play. Well, he came like soccer season or the end of basketball season last year. But he showed up to trials, and I was like, all right, his senior. And that first day he got a fast break and dunked it. I said, all right, good get the day. Yeah, come on, get your stuff. I said, you good. But that joker is very interesting, man. I mean, if you seen the game,
Bro, I think he had about 12, 15 rebounds against Riverdale when I was here.
well, with those 12, 15 rebounds, he gonna do something. He gonna do something crazy.
Get the ball out his hands.
Yes. So he's one where we're gonna take the day one all the way to day, whatever it is, day 300 to 300, day 100, 200 something, and we just gonna have to progress him all along. But he's a freakish athlete, can jump out the gym. Got a little size on him. I say he about 6'3".
Yeah, give or take.
About 6'3", so he's even in practice, every drill we doing, he dunking and all the kids whooping and hollering. I'm like, yeah, I tell him, I said, we ain't never had nothing like this.
Where?
It's something that we got to get used to as well. But he's coming along. He's coming. He's very,
If you had to sum it up. Okay. Unfortunately, that's the good piece of it. You recently had an injury, Baji Daniels. He was your leading scorer last year. close to 15 points a game last year. The news wasn't good. Seemed like he tore ACL. How are you guys kind of overcoming that as the season progressed?
We will not overcome that. You know,
Yeah.
the stuff that he brings to the table. Baji is he's a junior this year. You know, he's been in the program 3 years. You know, he's been an all-region player his freshman and sophomore year. You know, his freshman of the year, his first year. And last year he was all-region second team, you know, and the region that we were in, you know, we had a bunch of dogs. So for him to get that, and again, he led us in scoring, but not even that, man. He was our leader last year, one of our leaders last year, even as a 10th grader. You know, and I use him as an example all the time. He was our hardest worker. You know, even from a freshman, you know, with all the seniors and juniors in the gym, but he was our hardest worker, and it showed. I tell him all the time, you know, the work that you put in is gonna show. Either you putting it in, and you're getting better, or you're not putting in, and it's gonna show either way. So his leadership, even just by example, you know, nobody. I've never had a player that practiced like him. You know, he takes every drill, everything that we do full speed. You know, so, but and he's already. I mean, just a testament to his hard work. You know, even when he got the injury and found out the news, he was already in the weight room. You know, he's been in here lifting weights every day, shooting free throws. You know, he hasn't even had surgery yet, so he'll have surgery in the next week or two. You know, he texted me the other day. He was like, "Coach, coming back stronger. You know, even better." So, you know, if it's one player that I have no doubt is gonna put that work in and gonna get where he needs to get it, it's gonna be Baja. But yeah, he's not replaceable. You know, but we're gonna have to just have some other people step up. So I'm, you know, he's been around. He sits on the bench. You know, he encourages. You know, I told him he can be my assist. I'm gonna give him a clipboard. You know, so just in any way that he can get better, he's gonna do that.
Hey, shout out to Baji, man. Get well, bro. Who are some of your playmakers this year?
I have a. Like I said, we're getting there. I know a couple names that stand out. Cedric Dallas. He's a junior this year. You know, very hard worker, high motor.
Yes.
You know, he's interesting as well, funny as all get out.
Yes, he is.
You know, said is a guy in practice. You know, everybody. You know, I always ask him like high IQ SAT questions. So whenever I got a question, you know, whenever I got a math question, you know, Cedric, the first one I call on. You know, he always give me that look like, "Coach." I said, "Yeah, you already know it." So, Cedric, you know, high motor, get to the rim, streaky shooter. Keelan Day, you know, he's going to be somebody. He's going to be very special for. He's a 10th grader right now. He's about 6'1", 6'2", long, lanky. He can shoot the ball. He's a 3-level scorer. You know, he's going to be good for us. Aiden Turner, freshman guard. I think our first game he had like 16. But high IQ player. You know, I played point guard, so I love high IQ player. You know, somebody I don't have to you know, tell him to do tell him every step of the way. But you know, he's gonna be great for us. You got Arkevius coming from football. You know, he's a high motor defensive guy. You know, high energy guy. TJ is gonna be very good for the same thing. Probably the best athlete in the school. Who am I missing? I think just off the top of my head, those guys are gonna be very big for. Then you got Jamarcus, my 5'8", 1 through 5 guy. You know, he last year for us, he's the best player. That's who you guard. So he's a senior, one of my lone seniors in the program. You know, he's just a high energy. He's gonna do whatever it takes.
Okay. We also got a couple of new assistant coaches this year. Can you go in a little detail about what they bring to the team this year?
Yes. First starting off with a guy that I've known a long time. His family, Kevin Ford. He's coming from Henderson, Georgia, back home as well. You know, he played at Middle Georgia, so he has some second level basketball experience. And then we have Dwayne Morgan, who also played at UNLV and also played some professional ball. So I have those guys, man, and they're doing a great job right now. So, you know, you're only as good as the people that you have around you. So, you know, a lot of times, man, I'll just, y'all got it. I'll go in the office, work on some stuff, or, you know, go talk to the principal or do whatever, you know, then I just let them, hey, y'all got it, y'all do it. You know, guys that I trust, you know, guys that have a lot of basketball background, so that they do a great job, and the kids love them.
That's good. That's different. That's one of the biggest things that's different from last year. What are some of the things you say that's different from last year's overall team outside and new assistant coaches?
Last year's team, you know, I had which I'm sure y'all heard him, Curtavian Clark and Cedric Evans, you know, and they were guys where, you know, we didn't have to draw much up for them. We didn't have to do much for them. You know, that they were just dogs, you know, from the football field to the basketball court. So they led us, you know, as far as, you know, just scoring, rebounding, defense, you know, they did a lot for us. A lot of stuff that you can't coach, you know, they did.
Well,
So just losing them, you know, they were 4-year players, 4-year starters. So whenever you lose a 4-year starter, you know, it's gonna be hard to replace that no matter what position. So, you know, with them, with every player come with pros and cons. So I was, you know, I was happy to, you know, happy for them graduating, going on to college to play football, you know, and just ready for this next group to, you know, kind of establish themselves and write their names on the wall. So
because both of those guys were 1,000-point scorers for you, right?
yes, 1,000 points. I think Said had like 800 plus rebounds. So yeah, so
A lot less.
so he did a lot for us, man. He did a lot for us.
Okay. All right. So you know we gotta talk about it. Last year you missed a couple of games. A lot of rumors out there in the community. Some you had 15 techs. You had to be suspended because you had so many technical fouls. One was out there floating around. Hoffman fired you. Another one floating around. You resigned. So what happened during the absence?
All right, during that whole situation, it's still, you know, that's still some of that stuff still don't sit well with me, just how it all went down. But basically, it was I had a parent of a upperclassman senior player, and it was more of I dressed out. You know, I'm a coach. I don't care what grade you're in, or you know, my job is to create or to help develop young men, and also to win games. So you know, I dressed out like 5 freshmen last year, and at different times, 4 of them started and played very very big minutes. So I had I guess some people weren't happy. One of the parents weren't happy. So you know, because I think her son kind of, you know, his minutes kind of fluctuated, you know, and he played, he was up and down, you know, and just that whole situation, I think she just, I would say that it started a lot of rumors, and then they went to my superiors, you know, and it was you know, of course my principal was like, you know, they made all these accusations, so he was like, you know, if they make these accusations, you know, we have to do the due process and you know, investigate. So I told him, hey, do what you got to do. I understand.
Right.
So during that whole process, he was like, you know, we'll go ahead and stay a step ahead of it. We'll go ahead and self-impose some stuff.
Okay.
So he was like, you know, I got to choose, I guess, what games. They had to sit out like 1 or 2 games, what games I get to sit out. So I picked, you know, we picked the games, and of course they did all the investigation and all that stuff. So I'm still here. Everything came back, you know, everything was good, you know, thank God. But, you know, for doing things the right way. So that was that whole situation, you know.
Okay. So basically, you didn't do anything wrong, but the administrator had to do something because you had a complaint.
Yes. So he said, you know, the due process, you gotta, you know, if I go in, if somebody goes in right now and say Coach West kidnapping kids and making them work in his backyard, you know, they gotta investigate it. You know, because they made the complaint or whatever. So that was the situation, man. So you know, you learn from it. You know, I learned a lot from it. You know, how to handle parents.
Right.
You know, you take every situation, whether it's good, bad, ugly, great. You know, and you learn something from it. You know, same thing we tell the kids. You know, everything's not gonna go your way. Stuff gonna happen. Life happens.
That's cool.
You know, you don't know everything that's gonna happen. You just gotta, you know, be ready for it, get through it, and learn from it. So take everything and learn.
That's good, Coach. Glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
Okay. You guys playing in the Darren Hancock invitation over there at Griffin this year?
Yes. We play I think it's the 25th and the 26th of November. Then we have Daughtry the first game, and then we play Booker T out of Atlanta, I think.
Okay.
or Washington. I think we play Washington. I know. So yeah, yes, I'm looking forward to that, man. You know, we can't play Griffin this year. You know, from all the other stuff that's stemmed in the past. So you know, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to you know, to having the community out. You know, come see us. You know, playing over there in that you know, in the Big G house. I don't know what do they call it? What, it's Griffin the Den. Saturday, that's something like that. You know, it's right at the jungle. Well, welcome to the jungle. You know, we got the jungle over here, man. But you know, yeah, I'm excited about it. You know, me and Coach Moore are real good friends. You know, I talk to Moore almost every week. You know, and you know, we always, you know, he played in our fall league. So of course, when he called me about, you know, they're having a showcase, you know, put us in, Coach. You know, just send me the dates. Let me know who we playing. So you know, it's all about the community and kids.
There you go.
You know, just getting them out there so we can play. So it's all. So yeah, we'll be there.
So you think it might be an opportunity if you guys continue, if y'all win throughout the tournament, y'all might play each other?
No, you know, they already asked that from downtown. So now it's a showcase. So it's not a tournament. It's basically just a showcase, 2-day showcase. So you already scheduled who you gonna play. So yeah, there's no chance for us to play there.
So they cut it out the entire.
Yeah, they already asked. I think I got pulled to the side last week. LA. I said, no, we're not playing. There's no chance that we'll play them. So now, unlike last year, you know, last year we played with no fans, and we ended up meeting in the region tournament. Man, that was, you know, I think it built it up for us to meet the girls and the boys. You know, it was a great experience, man. You know,
They still they owed us a check from what we did.
yeah, and we told them because you know originally we were supposed to play at like 4 and 5:30, but in that region meeting I said, hey, you know, I brought her. I said, if this happens, how it's probably gonna happen. You know, y'all may want to have us play that late game, and man, we packed it out and sold it out, man. It was wall to wall in there, man.
Wall to wall.
Had that atmosphere, you know. Those are games. You know, I told you guys, those are games you want to play in, man. Those games that you know.
Most definitely, man. So let me ask you this, man. We got our adult summer league coming up over here at Spalding County Leisure Service Parks and Recs. Team wear, you guys had a team last year, man. We getting a lot of calls in the office, man. Everybody gunning for you, man. We got calls from teams from Atlanta, Jackson, Thomaston, Colton talking about putting a team together. We got Novat, we got Southside, Farmont, all those guys talking about coming back. I said, man, I even gassed y'all up a little bit, man. I said, y'all gonna have to see where, y'all gonna have to see team where.
They already know it.
So, what's your take on that, man? Cause they call y'all trash. I'm just gonna be honest.
Let me tell you, me and Jackson, Rodney Jackson, shout out Rare himself, Rodney Jackson. What's up, Jack? Man, I think our first year playing it maybe like 3-4 years ago. Now before we got in it now, you didn't hear anything. I just so happened was at a park and the guy was like, hey, we playing this adult league. I was like, where at? You know, Griffin here, blah, blah, blah. You know, I ended up getting on this team. But you didn't hear anything about that adult league until that year we got in it.
Okay.
We you know, we do what we do. You know, I ain't gonna say too much about that. We do what we do. Everybody know how we coming. You know, we kind of rejuvenate. I'm telling Rob, he owe us a check for that too. Okay, Robin. Yeah, you already know one, man. Come see me, man. But yeah, we kind of, you know, now everybody gunning for us, man. You know, it is what it is. You when you the best, you get a target on your back. You know what I'm saying? It right there. So it's on our back, and we coming bigger and better this year. You know what I'm saying? As the GM and in charge of player scouting and development. You know, we coming with a whole new roster this year. So they already know what's going on, man. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up.
Hey, we're looking forward to that, man. Once everything gets finalized, we're gonna put the schedules out there, man. Make sure y'all come out and support us, man.
Yeah.
We'll be at City Park, Fairmont. We might be looking at another gym, depending on how many teams we have signed up. But we'll keep y'all posting a lot of information.
Yeah, y'all already know how it is, man. I appreciate you having me though, man. But y'all come and see us. Also, man, Spalding High, y'all come. Come check out the game. You know, come see us, come support us. You know, both schools, all your community schools. You know, come.
Most definitely.
Show the kids love. They'll love to see y'all, man. And last but not least, man, you know, our spaghetti over here got, you know, cheese if you need double portions, extra cheese if you like ranch on your spaghetti, breadsticks, What's the other fish? I know a lot of people eat fish, but yeah, fried fish. We want tilapia, whitey. You know, we got fresh fish, bass, brims, catfish. You know, however you want it, we got it. Y'all know what we got. Conceal.
Hey, that wraps it up. But before we go, I want to give a special shout out to Jeremiah Coleman and Appointed Media. Thank you for doing this for us, man. We appreciate everything you've been doing. We couldn't do it without you, man. Peace, love, happiness.